Welcome students. Now we are going to start with the second chapter of 12th standard, and that is the sexual reproduction in flowering plants. We all know that plants reproduce asexually as well as sexually. Normally, asexual reproduction in plants, that is known as vegetative propagation, and that we already studied in chapter 1. Now we are going to focus on how plants reproduce sexually, right? And for that, the structure which is present, that is known as flower. So I can say here that flower is sexual reproductive organ in plant. Now, for sexual reproduction, we need to go for pollination process. We have already studied in lower classes what is pollination. Pollination means the pollens from stamen of one flower or one plant, when it get transfers to the stigma, that is the female part, that stigma of the another flower or another plant, then that process is known as pollination. And that can be done with the help of, you can say, insects, or maybe flies, maybe beetles, maybe birds, and other factors like water, wind are also there. But to attract this living organisms like insects, birds, animals, they have to have certain structures, and because of that, pollination can be done successfully. So for that, the structures which are present, which help in sexual reproductions are, first is, I can say, I use the textbook words, the myriads of flower, the myriads of flowers that we enjoy gazing at, means myriads of flower का मतलब हुआ different varieties in their structure, in their petals, etc. So different varieties of flower that we enjoy gazing at. Gazing मतलब to stare. उसको देखने में जो मजा आती है उसकी बात कर रहे हैं. So that we enjoy gazing at. Second, the scent and the perfume that we actually get excited when we have it, right? So perfume, to get excited. Along with that, the miraculous colors of flowers, these are nothing but they are present as, you can say, the aids of sexual reproduction method. Means they are going to help in sexual reproduction method. Now, along with that, by looking at the structures, I can say every time flower is not just for human use, right? But in fact, I can say flowers are used for sexual reproduction in plants. Flowers have wide variety, or you can say diversity. Flowers have wide variety, or you can say diversity in their inflorescence. Inflorescence. The word meaning of inflorescence is arrangement of flowers. I write it here. This is arrangement of flowers. Diversity in different flowers different types of flowers can be seen, and diversity can be seen in floral parts also. This along with the adaptations, this flowering plants have taken actually ensure the proper formation of end products of the sexual reproduction. Again I am repeating, all this diversity किसमें? उनके अरेंजमेंट्स में, उनके स्ट्रक्चर्स में, उनके जो भी पार्ट्स है उसमें, along with that the different adaptations as per environment together is going to ensure the proper formation of end products of flowering or of sexual reproduction, and that is nothing, end products are nothing but the fruits and seeds, right? So those are nothing but the fruits and seeds. So this ensures formation of fruits, from that you are going to have seeds, and seeds will help to produce new plants. Thus how the continuity of species will be seen, right? So basically in this chapter we are going to study about, what we are going to study? So study about morphology, the structure of flower, along with the processes of sexual reproduction, specifically in angiosperm plants. We all know that there are two categories, right? Cryptogames and phanerogames. Cryptogames plants which are not able to have flowers, and same way they are not having seeds also. So seedless plants are also known as cryptogames. Like phanerogames, under which there are two groups, gymnosperms and the angiosperms. These two plants are able to produce seeds, and that's why these plants are known as seed plants. But in that, gymnosperm is little of lower category, and because of that fruit formation doesn't take place, and that's why we are going to study about fruit formation, how seed formation and seed dispersal is going to take place in specifically angiosperm plants. Angiosperm, or these are the most advanced, well advanced plants found right now on the earth. So we are going to study about the morphology, the structure and the processes involved in sexual reproduction in the angiosperm plants. So now we are going to start with the new part, that is flower, a fascinating organ of angiosperm. We all know that flower have, or you can say flowers and human beings, right? So flowers and human beings have had an intimate relationship since time immemorial. Since long we are having a great affection with flowers, and it has been considered as our routine part, right? We are using it in various fields also. You can say flowers are having or they show value. Flowers show value of cultural aspect, ornamental, aesthetic, social, and so many others values can be shown by flowers. Even they are also associated with human feelings. Human feelings, how we can say? We are going to use flowers to express our feelings like love, affection, grief, to say sorry, right? Or maybe to show your happiness or to show your pain. This kind of feelings can be expressed very nicely with the help of flowers, right? For example, if I am asking you, can you give me a list of flowers, at least 5 names of flowers can be used for ornamental purpose. So, I can give you examples. The flowers can be used as ornamental values. Those can be, ornamental का मतलब क्या हुआ? Ornamental means for decoration purpose, right? So you can use rose, tulips, marigold, maybe orchids, or maybe snake plants also. These are the plants or flowers having ornamental uses. Same way, if I want to ask you to make a list of flowers showing some social and the cultural value, right? So for social and cultural value, we are having, or we can use different types of flowers, like again I start with rose, jasmine, lotus, hibiscus, or maybe you can say China rose. Hibiscus का ही दूसरा नाम है China rose. Then marigold. You can make out list in different ways what different types of flowers and where they are used. Accordingly, you can get different names also, right? So depending on that, one branch emerged out, and the name of that branch is floriculture. Right? So the word meaning of flori, all knows कि फ्लोरी मीन्स रिलेटेड टू फ्लावर, एंड इसीलिए जो फ्लावर को सेल करते हैं उसको हम फ्लोरिस्ट बोलते हैं. सो फ्लोरी और कल्चर, कल्चर मतलब वे यू आर एक्चुअली ग्रोइंग देम, प्रॉपरली प्रोवाइडिंग ऑल द नरिशमेंट. सो कल्चरिंग flowers, that branch is known as floriculture. Actually, this is discipline, or you can say branch of horticulture, where flowers are cultivated. Flowers of ornamental type or maybe socially important flowers are cultivated for gardens and for the floral industry. So main purpose here is to cultivate flowers in such a way that they can use in ornamental purpose or maybe as socially importance is there, right? And specifically here the method which is going to be used that is known as plant breeding. So by using plant breeding methods, we are going to cultivate flowers and ultimately they can be sold out. So what can be the definition of flower as per biologist? To a biologist, flower is morphological and embryological marvel. मार्वल मतलब मिराकल हुआ है. एंड साइट ऑफ sexual reproduction. Now, we have already studied about the parts of flower, but to have some recap, we are going to study flower and its part in brief manner. Right? So, basically when we are talking about flower, I will write this theory over here. So, flower is having mainly two types of whorls. The first type of whorls, or you can say the parts, floral parts, whorls उसको दूसरा नाम दिए जाते हैं. So those are accessory whorls, or maybe you can say sterile whorl. Accessory whorls or the sterile whorls. And the second type are known as the main whorls, or maybe you can say fertile whorls. Fertile whorls. In accessory whorls, the first one which is present, that is calyx, which is green in color. Normally it is green in color, and the individual unit, it is known as sepal. So, individual unit is known as sepal. Second is known as corolla, which is normally found different in different flowers. It is of different colors. So, various colors are there. And the individual units here are known as petals. We all know that these two whorls are not going to take part in fertilization, and that's why they are known as accessory whorls or the sterile whorls. Same structure I can show you here, but let me complete this one. The fertile whorls are of two types. The third one, this was outermost, or you can say the first one. This one is second. Then third one which comes, that is the stamen, right? So the whorl itself is known as endometrium, which is acting as the male reproductive part, and the individual units are known as stamen. So actually, stamen is having this kind of structure. This one is having anther. This is filament. And in anther, pollens are going to be produced. So these are pollens. And one more structure which connects anther and filament, that is known as connective. So this is endometrium. Now the fourth whorl which is present here, the innermost whorl, that is known as gynoecium. जनरली हम बोलते हैं गायनेक. तो गायनेक का मतलब होता है फीमेल रिलेटेड इश्यूज के डॉक्टर जो होते हैं, राइट. दिस इज जनरल बिलीफ इन ऑल ह्यूमंस. सो यहाँ पे भी गाइनो आया वर्ड मीन्स रिलेटेड टू फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट. सो दिस इज फीमेल reproductive part. And the individual unit here, that is known as carpel or pistil. It is having structure like this. So this one is stigma, style and ovary, inside which ovule can be there. So if I want to draw the structure or TS of flower, I can show. I'll start with the innermost wall. So this is the carpel with stigma, style and ovary. And inside ovary there can be one ovule or can be many ovules also. Right. So this is our female reproductive part. Okay. Now along with that I'll show the male reproductive part, which is nothing but the anther and filament structure that is forming stamen. So these are stamens, and after two fertile whorls, after elysium and gynoecium, I will show you the structures which are accessory whorls. So here this is part of corolla, means I am showing the structure of petals. Right, and the last one, so this is corolla, or you can say petal. This one you can say androecium, or you can write stamen, and this one gynoecium, or you can write carpel, maybe pistil, and the last one, that is the calyx, or maybe individual unit is sepal. The structure of flower on which all whorls get arranged, that part means this one. It is known as thalamus, on which it gets settled. Right. Now we need to study about the detail of androecium and gynoecium, as they are the part of reproductive system.